Good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you some creative questions of organic chemistry. In my last lecture, I also discussed about some creative question. Today I am going to discuss about some creative question based on the alkyne and alkene and the Markovnikov's law and ozonolysis and also geometrical isomerism related question. So let's come to the point, students. Here it is given CnH2n minus 2. If I put the value of n here, it will be C4H 4 into 2 minus 8 minus 2 6 C4H6. Students, if I pass the hydrogen gas in the presence of palladium and barium sulfate, and it will be C4H8, and C4H8 shows two isomers and C4H8 shows two isomers, one is D isomer and another is E isomer. Students, in case of E isomer, it is given it is asymmetric alkene. So students, I can write here CH3 bond CH bond CH double bond CH2. So students, I can say here this is butene 2 and butene 2 is an asymmetric alkene. And again, if I consider D compound will be CH3 bond CH double bond CH bond CH3. This is butene 2, butene 1 and butene 2. Students, if I do the ozonolysis, compound E will be ethanol. So I can write here ethanol CH3 bond CHO. It is noted that same number of carbon atoms are given in the both of the side of carbon-carbon double bond. That's why there will be two molecules of ethanol in the ozonolysis reaction. It is stated that if there is no branch in the alkene, then in the ozonolysis reaction it will give the aldehyde. You have to memorize it, though it is our revision class. I would not like to describe detail. So my dear students, I think you understood the whole stem of this creative question. Now come to the question. Describe the reaction of E and hydrogen bromide. Students, already you have understood that E compound is butene 1 and butene 1 is an asymmetric alkene because there is a carbon-carbon double bond and the number of hydrogen atoms of double bonded carbon are different. That is why it is an asymmetric alkene. And if you consider hydrogen bromide contains a positive hydrogen and a negative bromide ion. I mean, their charges, their electric characteristics are different. That's why the hydrogen bromide is also an asymmetric reagent. When an asymmetric reagent reacts with an asymmetric alkene the negative part of the reagent becomes attached to the double bonded carbon which bears lesser number of hydrogen atoms. So, here the product will be CH3, CH2, CH bear bond CH2 H. Students, it is noted that one pi bond will break to sigma bonds, and in one sigma bond bromide ion will join and another sigma bond hydrogen ion will join, and it may happen also oppositely, but CH bond CH2 bear H. Students, it will be the major product, and it will be the minor product. So, I can show you the mechanism of this reaction. Here actually hydrogen bromide ionizes to produce hydrogen ion and bromide ion, and this I can write here C2H5 bond CH double bond CH2. Here actually carbon carbon double bond, I mean electron density here, more electron density exists in the carbon carbon double bond. So, the H plus ion attacks to the carbon carbon double bond, and there is also a chance of two different products. If the hydrogen atom H plus ion bonded with the first carbon, the 2-degree carbonium ion is produced. If the hydrogen ion becomes attached with the second carbon, the 1-degree carbonium ion is produced. But it is stated that 2-degree carbonium ion is more stable. That is why in case of 2-degree carbonium ion, the product is 2-bromobutane, and this 2-bromobutane is the major product. That is all about the mechanism of Markovnikov's law. Students, now look at the question number 2, which will give cis-trans isomer between A and D. So, students, first you have to understand what is with A and B. Students, A compound is actually CH3 bond C triple bond C bond CH3. This is butane. This is butane 2, and already you have understood that compound D is butane 2 and butane 2. Here actually butane 1 also can be written, but I have written here butane 2. Butane 2 does not give the geometrical isomerism, I mean cis-trans isomerism, but butene 2 gives the cis-trans, I mean geometrical isomerism. Now I would like to give you the explanation of reason of giving cis-trans isomerism of compound D. Students, normally you know that carbon-carbon double bonded compound shows geometrical isomerism due to their restricted rotation, and in that case, of course, the groups of minimum 2 groups of double bonded carbon will be the different. In that case, they can show the geometrical isomerism, I mean cis trans isomerism. If I show you the isomerism of butene 2, this is butene 2, as the methyl groups, 2 methyl groups and 2 hydrogen atoms are at the same side of carbon-carbon double bond, it is the cis butene cis butene 2. And if I write this configuration oppositely, then it will be the trans butene 2. Students, here actually 2 methyl groups are opposite side to each other, that is why it will be the trans butene 2, trans butene 2. Students, here you have to write the conditions of geometrical isomerism, and then you have to prove that butene 2 gives the geometrical isomerism, and of course you have to write the reason. The main reason, carbon-carbon double bond is actually shows restricted rotation, and due to the restricted rotation they shows different 2 configurations, and the double bonded carbon atoms contain the 2 pair of different groups and atoms, that is why it shows geometrical isomerism, I mean cis trans isomerism. But butane 2, even butane 1 also have the 2 different pair of atoms and groups. Actually there is no scope to get the different configuration, as there is only 1 methyl group with the triple bonded carbon atoms. So students, number 2 question is over, and number 3, write the reaction of D2F of the system, D2F of the system, and identify the functional group of F. Students, already I have told you D compound is butene 2. Students, already I have told you compound D is butene 2 and compound F is ethanol. Now I would like to show you the reaction. CH3 bond CH double bond CH bond CH3 plus ozone. Then these ozone molecule, actually 3 oxygen atoms, will attach with the 2 carbon atoms, and zinc, it is done hydrolysis. In the presence of zinc, then this type of breaking takes part here. Then CH3CHO will produced here, bond to CH3CHO plus oxygen and water, hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide reacts with zinc to produce zinc oxide plus water. So students, already you have understood that in the ozonolysis reaction butene 2 produces ethanol. Now my question, identify the functional group of ethanol. Ethanol, you know that ethanol contains aldehyde group, and ethanol reacts with Tollens reagent, diamino silver hydroxide to produce a silver mirror. Then this silver mirror confirms the presence of aldehyde. Again, you can use here Fehling solution also. Ethanol reacts with copper hydroxide and sodium hydroxide. This is actually Fehling solution to produce a red precipitate of cuprous oxide. This cuprous oxide confirms the presence of aldehyde. That's all about the creative question, students. So no more today, and goodbye.